And I'm talking about this because it's something I just did. And what I want to do is, all right, so first off, like we do lots of treatments in my office, right?
Yeah.
And like most of them I wouldn't really be interested in. Like I'm not going to like get
You're not going to get a boob job?
I'm not going to get my boobs done. Like I don't have man boobs yet, so I don't have to get those reduced quite yet. I don't do Botox, like I don't do fillers, all that stuff. Although my nurse has been like telling me I probably do for Botox, and I've been resisting. But there's one thing I do in my office, and I really do like it, and that is the Halo laser treatment.
Okay.
And so I'm doing a segment. Is Halo the best skin laser treatment? And so now, of course, if you go ask like a bunch of different plastic surgeons, dermatologists, and aesthetic people, what's the best laser? You're going to get a bunch of different answers, right? But I'm going to make the case today that Halo is the best. All right, and not just because I have one or I'm trying to sell it. I really do like it. Like I'm excited to get.
Yeah, you said you just put it on your face, right?
Yeah, I just did one, and I got some video too of that, so I'm gonna show that in a minute. But all right, so what is Halo, right? So I'll tell you, like when I was getting into plastic surgery, like lasers to me were a black box. Like it's like lasers, there's so many. What do they do? I don't understand all the terminology. And at that point, I was a doctor, so I feel like the average person out there, when they hear lasers, like their mind just kind of like they kind of gloss over and they're like, oh, laser or whatever, they're all the same. And that's not really true. So Halo is the first and now the most popular tunable hybrid fractional laser. And I'm gonna explain what all that means because even when I read it, I'm like, wait, what?
Fancy. Yeah.
Do you know what all that stuff means?
No.
I wouldn't figure you did. Yeah, right, exactly. Travis, do you know anything about lasers?
I do.
You do?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? I was like,
you were so excited.
I was like, you do? I was like, sweet.
I feel so bad. You guys so
I know. I was like, Travis, he knows.
I don't.
Okay, well, I'm gonna teach you guys because and don't feel bad. I didn't expect you guys to know anything. I mean, I have to like review the stuff, and I use the laser. So
absolutely.
Okay, so first I want to like break down what I said. So it's tunable, hybrid, fractional. All right. So what's a fractional laser? So a fractional laser is a laser that treats just a portion of targeted skin. So you got a target here, and there's lasers that non-fractional would treat that entire segment. Okay. A fractional laser would treat a fraction of it, which can be adjusted. And so why is that important? Well, it allows you to get a really, really good deep treatment in those areas that you hit, but that skin that you don't hit, that non-injured skin, allows for faster healing. Okay. So it allows you to get a really deep treatment, but also a quicker recovery. So that's what fractional means. Now, hybrid, okay? So there's two types of lasers out there. Now, these are broad, because there's like a million types of lasers, but these are broad categories. There is non-ablative, and there's ablative, okay? So a non-ablative laser would create a column of thermal energy through the skin, okay? And don't post it yet, but I got a picture I'm gonna show you. And this treats things like skin laxity, like when your skin starts to sag, which is, what I'm looking for. Any pigmentation, texture, or pore issues. Then there's ablative lasers. So an ablative laser is a different type that actually removes the top layers of the skin, okay? So that laser is used to treat deeper lines, wrinkles, acne scars, and whatnot. So ablative lasers are a little bit more intense. They do a more aggressive treatment. And I want to show, can you throw up that first picture, Travis? Yeah, so the left is an example of an ablative laser where it's shaving off the top. Then on the right, it's a non-ablative laser, which is going down deep into the dermis to tighten your skin. And so they do different things. Well, Halo was the first one to put both lasers in one handpiece. In the past, if you wanted to get an ablative, you did one type, and then if you had to get a totally separate treatment to get the non-ablative. And so that's actually a really powerful thing because it allows you to treat almost everything at the same time. And lastly, it's tunable. So all tunable means is that you can adjust those settings as much as you want. Because if you came in and wanted a laser treatment, at your age with your great skin, I would not give you the same treatment that I gave myself on Saturday. And so me and my nurse, she wanted to treat, because that's the thing with like everyone in the office loves this thing. So my nurse, Morgan, was just like, please can you do a laser, please can you do it? I was like, yeah, I can do it, but you have to do it to me. And she's like, okay, deal. So we went up on Saturday, and so like the setting, she's right about your early 30s, she's early 30s. You guys both have great skin, you're almost same. We used pretty light treatment for her. Not the lightest, but pretty light. For me, I used a little bit heavier treatment. Now, not the absolute heaviest like I'd use on like a 70-year-old, but definitely a little bit. So it's tunable, all right? So the way I like to describe Halo and how I describe it when people ask me, and I'm not always the person that's, because we have laser techs, Patty, who has actually been on the show before, is right now our top laser tech. She usually does all of the consults, but I can definitely talk to people about it. And I like to describe Halo as the best laser that doesn't give you a crazy extreme downtime. Because there's some like lasers that can do literally like mind-blowing things, but your face is going to melt off for like a month, and like you're going to be unrecognizable. Like they can do some serious work, but the recovery is just too much.
Yeah.
With Halo, it's like you get this amazing treatment, but it's not so bad that it just completely disrupts your life. Because I mean, I am now 6 days out, and I think you mentioned like you have like a slight redness before we went on air. You're like, oh, is your face slightly red? And I'm like, oh yeah, I just did a laser treatment.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because I mean, like if that's all you have to deal with is your face being red.
well, we're gonna show some pictures in a minute. So I want to kind of go through the basics. So what are the basics? All right, so anesthetic. How do you do anesthetic? So the anesthetic's just topical. So when you want one of these things, you come in the office, we put a special localized anesthetic cream on, and you sit for 45 minutes. That's all you need. You don't need injections or like real anesthesia or anything. So pretty easy there. Treatment time is about 15 to 30 minutes. And why it varies is like someone like yourself who wouldn't need like a really aggressive treatment could have a shorter treatment because you don't have to do as many passes. Someone like me, about 30 minutes. And so I actually took some video of me getting this laser treatment. Travis, can you roll that first video? This is so peaceful.
That's why Cindy was saying that we should do like AirPods or something. I'm like, yeah, but like, those aren't reusable.
Yeah.
Okay. Thought about that. I'm like, no.
Yeah, so that's basically all there is to it. So like we did my forehead, did my face, did my neck. And so I will say that, so I'm probably gonna catch flack from this. I wasn't wearing eye shields. So this laser is not a laser that can blind you. Like if you put the laser on your eyeball and went like this, it would be bad. You'd get like corneal abrasions. But if you come to the office, we put little eye shields on you. I wasn't wearing them because I know not to open my eyes and I trust my laser tech. So if anyone's gonna give me grief about that, it's fine. But yeah, that's the treatment. And you see, I was very comfortable. Like you can feel it like when you're getting it. Like but it's not bad. Like I personally don't find it to be.
It's not like as bad as like getting a tattoo or something.
So it's funny you mentioned that. So I would say it's not near as bad as getting a tattoo.
Okay.
I mean, I have tattoos, and so I've sat for some pretty long tattoos, and like yeah, that can be uncomfortable. Like this, it's similar to that, but like on a lesser scale.
Okay.
Yeah. So the immediate recovery. All right. So after you get it done, your face will feel spicy. Like it feels like you have a bad sunburn, and you feel yourself kind of doing like this. Like it doesn't hurt. It just feels hot. And so there is that, and I'm very upfront. Like if you have this thing done, as soon as you get done, you're going to feel uncomfortable for about an hour to an hour and a half. After that, basically done, at least as far as like the uncomfortable feeling. Now the downtime, all right, because this is the big one, right? So I like to say the downtime is around 3 to 5 days. Now that being said, when I did my Halo treatment last year, I did it like on a Tuesday, and I just kept on working. Like there's no downtime like you need to be at your house, recovering. It's what are you going to look like, and do you want to go out in public looking the way that you're going to look? And for women specifically, are you okay not wearing makeup for a few days? And so what I did is I did a day-to-day. So throw up that first picture, Travis. All right, so day 0, that's before I got my treatment. Day 0, the second one, is literally right after my treatment. Now day 1, so that's Sunday, the first day after. I mean, I look kind of rough. I mean, I look like I've gained 30 pounds overnight because my face and my neck is swollen. I mean, you can see that my skin is red. You can even, if you zoomed in, you can see that like I'm starting to extrude some of that cellular debris through those laser pores. All right, go to the next one. So day 2, I feel like I kind of look like I'm the roughest. Like I'm pretty swollen. I mean, my face is like seriously rough as far as like the texture of it. So that was Monday, which I worked, all day Monday. Day 3, so that was Tuesday. I'm kind of looking like myself again. I don't look like I've, gained 30 pounds. I'm still a little bit red. And then by day 4, that was Wednesday. So 2 days ago, I felt like I pretty much was back to normal. Maybe a tiny bit of swelling. So yeah, like by 4 and certainly 5, like no one's gonna think that you're, scary looking. So
Does it work on? I guess I want to say, does it work? Does it have the same results? I guess for like darker skin.
Yes, and so that's a great question, Travis. I was going to get to eventually. Is that you can use this laser on all skin types. So the skin types. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fitzpatrick.
Get an appointment now.
Huh?
He's gonna get an appointment.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, like
You never know.
it's a good laser. But yeah, you can use it on like darker African American skin types. You do adjust the settings a little bit.
You have to
but
adjust them higher or lower.
lower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you lower like there's multiple different settings like depth, frequency, percentage. Yeah, you tone it down a tiny bit.
Oh,
but man, I have we just did an African American patient, Travis, just recently, and she got an amazing result. And I think she's gonna let us use her befores and after. I need to double check with her.
Nice.
And I want to show you that. So we'll do an update
Yeah,
to
for sure.
this.
Absolutely.
Because she had some really dark like splotches on her face, and the laser pretty much eliminated them. So going on to results. So you really don't even want to start looking at your results until you're at least a week out, and like until you get to like where you're going to be really about 6 weeks. So like right now, like I'm just kind of back to normal. I really haven't gained anything. I do have a very nice before and after that I want to show. Travis, can you throw up that next picture? So this is a girl that had pretty bad acne scarring. And so she actually did a little bit of IPL, which is intense pulse light, just to kind of calm the acne down. And then she did one halo treatment to like resurface it. And man, I was like so happy for her because to me, that is a just phenomenal
That looks
result.
great.
Yeah, I mean, it really almost eliminated all of that kind of surface irregularity that she had from that acne. And yeah, that's one of our actual patients. So number of treatments, you can do just one. I did one treatment last year, and I really liked the results. The company kind of recommends you do two, so I'm going to do two this year. And you do them 6 weeks apart. So I had mine Saturday, so I guess, 5 weeks from now, I'm going to jump back in the chair, and I'm going to do the laser, and then I'm going to wait 6 weeks. And then I took really good befores, and I'm going to bring in my own befores and afters, and then we can compare.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the cost. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Travis.
When you do it the second time, will you wear the goggles?
No, probably not. You know what?
got you.
I'm sure the people at Saiton, which are the laser people, are probably unhappy with me. They're probably happy I'm like doing this segment. They're
He's
like,
a rebel.
why would he not wear the freaking eye shields? And I bet you we'll get some like, laser techs like, giving me like waggling their finger at me for not wearing the thing. But I will say, so just to be fair, unless you literally put that laser on your eye and do like this when it's open, it's not going to cause any problems. And even if you did that, it wouldn't blind you. It'd give you like
so you wear the goggles for worst case scenarios.
Well, it's like the laser techs wear goggles generally. I'm talking like actually eye shields for the patient. Like there's a metal, it's a metal, have you ever gone to the tanning bed?
Yeah.
The little,
they're like little things like that.
except they're steel. Yeah, they're metal. Well, see, the laser didn't
Cute.
burn through it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to wear them again. So you can't make me wear them, Travis. All right. Oh, the last thing. Reviewer rating on this is actually really, really high. So Real Self, have you guys ever heard of Real Self? It's like
I have not.
It's like a website for plastic surgery stuff, and you can go in there and ask plastic surgeons questions. I used to do it a lot, and I just never found that it was really that beneficial for me. So I kind of moved on to doing more basic social media. Anyway, so they have reviewer ratings for everything, and the ratings are all over the map. And so this actually is just under 90% rated definitely worth it, which Botox only has like a 94% rating, which Botox is, the biggest thing out there, right? So it has a very, very high rating.
Speaking of which, I need to do that.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on up.
I asked you last time.
Oh yeah, I'll do it for you anytime. Yeah, anytime.